Alright guys, welcome back to a video. So today we're doing something pretty different. For the first time ever, I'm going to be doing a video on my Cosmo account. So for those who don't know, ModHouse made an app to basically collect digital photo cards for their groups. So in this case, ARTMS and tripleS. I collect both of them. I've actually had the app since it released last August. I'll show you an example. We'll go to my first card I ever got. So back on release day, I got lucky. I got Yuon, my bias, and I got a pretty low number as well, because I was actually literally just woke up that one day and I looked at my phone and I saw the app got released like a minute before I looked, so I got on it and got it. So we'll kind of just go over the basics here, and I'll kind of show you what I have in my account and that sort of thing. So like I said, right now I'm in the tripleS section, but there is also, you could switch over between the two at any time. So you can go over to ARTMS. You can get some videos and updates on them as well, which is pretty cool. Go over to tripleS for now. So pretty much the main tabs in this homepage are the feed, which is, like I said, where there's videos. There's some events they have on their Discord running as well, and some photos. They kind of stopped doing this. They used to update these every day, but lately they've been rarely doing it. Yeah. So then on the next tab, the stand tab. This is where you get these things called grids. And basically, you're aiming to collect a bunch of one member, in this case 8 of one like edition. So the newest one, the current season, is cream season. The first editions are all rolling out for each member right now. Every other day there's a new member, most recently being hidden. So pretty much you aim to collect, in this case 101 to 108, one of each, and then you combine them together to make a special card, which gives you something called Cosmo every month, and this is pretty much up there. They're separate between ARTMS and tripleS, so pretty much you use one of these. This is basically a vote, which you can use in this gravity tab, and this is basically where you can vote for things. So the most recent one for tripleS was the reality show, which was kind of cool. And recently, the most recent for ARTMS was their fandom name. So it's pretty fun choosing what you want and making a big swing if you get a lot. Like in this case, I already have 620 back, because if you go back to this tab, I have 317 special objects, so I get 317 a month. So I kind of save up in between them. Like for minor ones, like for the concept photos, I didn't really vote a lot. I used a lot of Cosmo on the choreography video here. If you see, I was 3rd overall. I used 1401 for new look, so I'm on the board there. Then I kind of just save up in between. So I'm waiting for the next one I want to vote for. So yeah, that's basically that. It's pretty fun, honestly. Like I said, even talking about it in the Discord with people. And then there's just the shop up there. This is pretty much where you buy the cards or the objects. And then the My tab, we'll just go here first. This is where you could see your Cosmo ID if you ever forget it, but it's basically whatever nickname you set on the app. So in this case, it's Mike. Funny story about mine is when I first signed up for the app, it said, "What's your name?" or something like that, or your nickname. So I just put my real name, so in this case Mike, because I thought it was just asking for my name before it had you pick a username. So that's how I got it. And I just kept it all this time. And then the collect tab, this is where you see everything you got. So I have it right now sorted by oldest. So like I said, this is my first object, and this was my second one. Back then, the only ones in the app were the first 5 members, so from Soyeon to Yuon. We'll quickly go over some of the different classes, what these mean. So up here we obviously see there's 3 seasons. We got ARTMS 1, Binary 01, and Cremo 1. So what that means is these are the seasons. So basically you can think about it like the series of cards. So each season has basically 20 of these things called first class objects, which you can see right here, like this Yuon with the yellow border. You can also flip on the back and it'll say ARTMS 1. So this is basically the first ones. Each season will have 20 cards, so 101 to 120 of these numbers. And this other number here is your serial number, which is unique to you. So in this case, this is the third Yuon 104 minted in total. So it's kind of cool getting these low numbers or cool numbers if you get like funny numbers and that sort of thing to collect. So all Atom first class objects are yellow. This like neon yellow. We'll filter to binary. The binary color is this lime green, which I love. A lot of people hate this, but I love it. It's not my favorite color. And then the current season is cream, which has this cool like salmon pinkish color, which I also quite like. So then the next set of filters are the different classes. So like we just went through all the first classes. Then the next class is special. These are the ones that give you the Cosmo per month. And they always have these like iridescent rainbow borders on the side and are always in the 200s. Typically, they go from 201 to like 219. They haven't been above that yet, but that obviously could change in the future. These also go by season. So ARTMS is still on their first season because they're newer. But if we go to this Hayden here, they're on cream for this one. So it basically just matches up with whatever first class ones you got. So basically, to get this Hayden, I used 8 of the first class cream objects to combine it to this one. And then the next one is the cool ones, the double class. These are all from like events, holidays, fan signs, and they're all different colored borders. So it kind of gets pretty confusing because there's a ton of them. So like these new Heejins I got today are from pre-ordering from MMT. It actually even says my music taste up there. And then the numbers, they're always going to be in the 300s. But there's like so many of them they're popping out nowadays. They can go anywhere from like 300 to like, there's some for tripleS. Binary got up to like 355 or something like that. And then like these are some of the recent event objects for tripleS. So these were just the AAA anniversary. And then what else? And then these are, some of you guys might know these ones. These are the tour objects from the Lovolution tour. So yeah, they kind of have you either get objects from doing fan signs or pre-ordering, like in this case. You can get them on certain days, buying them in the shop like the AAA ones, or going to in-person events like this, like the Lovolution tour ones. And then last up are the like the 0 class ones and the welcome ones. So the welcome ones will always be 100, and then this white border. And also sharing the category with them are 0 class objects. They haven't made one of these in like almost a year. Eventually they said these are supposed to turn into special class objects or some sort of object, but this one's from like preloading the app from August and hasn't done anything. These are from voting for Crystallize and AAA, haven't turned into anything either. And then the newest one was the Tokyo House object from January 2022 or 23, I guess. My bad. This hasn't turned to anything either. So, and they haven't made one since this one, so they probably stopped doing that temporarily at least. And then the last thing you just got to know, the Z, they kind of even explain it to you here. but the Z after the, in this case, 100, means it originated from online. Oops. And then the A, I don't have an A up right now, but the A means you scanned it into the app physically, like the QR code on the back. So then the last thing I want to do is just kind of go through my account and show off my collection. Specifically, starting with my Yuon collection. So we'll go by lowest number. I have pretty much, besides the welcome objects from the new seasons, because you only can get one per account, I have every Yuon object that's been created and released so far, which has not been done, oops, for her yet. I'm the only one in the world with this much completion. So we'll just kind of scroll through all the first class objects first. And we get into the special objects. So this was from her first grid, but you might notice I have 2 of those. I also have, oops, the A version, which are really rare. There's like less than 15 each. They basically gave physical versions of these cards if you pre-ordered a set of the AAA albums. And not many people knew that or ordered off the site that offered it. So they became pretty scarce for the members. So I'm pretty happy I was in disbelief I was able to get both of them. And I do have the physical copies as well. And then this one I got from winning the first ever tripleS fan sign. Basically, you had to buy physical objects. I think I won with like 8. And then you got to meet. In this case, I met Yuon. I got a signed paper from her, and I got this cool exclusive object. And then this row right here is also really special. These 3 were from house fan signs, basically kind of like the same thing as the last one, except it was with the 4 members in each house. This object was literally the last one I needed. I've been looking for this since last November, and I finally got it. There's like 10 of these, there's 5 of these, and I think there's 8 of those in the world. So they took, funny enough, these ones took quicker to find than that one, even though this one was like the most out of all of them. And then these 2 are pretty recent. They're pretty cute. I like them a lot. They're from winning the Acid Eyes fan signs. There's about 20-ish of each member out there. They're really pretty though. I like them a lot. And then yeah, so now we're into the double class objects, which pretty much all of Yuon's are pretty hard to find because she's probably the most popular member and really hard to trade for because some of these not a lot are in existence. So just a couple of highlights as we go through. This one, I legitimately have no idea how I got this one. Well, obviously I do, but that's how hard it is. There's literally, besides this one, there's one other of these in existence. I just happened to be scrolling through Korean Twitter one day, and I saw it for sale for like a really cheap price, and I just bought it. I was in disbelief that I was able to get this, because for anyone trying to do this, like get 100% completion for her, this is probably the card that's going to block them from doing it, because there's only one other one in the world, and the other guy that has one is also a Yuon collector too, so they're probably never going to leave anyone's hands at this point. This one's also a highlight for me just because I like it a lot, because it's from my first AAA fan signs from the day I met them, which is nice. This one, there's also only 3 in the world. It's the Guess collaboration object. You had to buy actual clothes to get this, which is why they're really hard to find. So there's only 3 of Yuon. And also, not often do they do non-selfie double class objects. This was from the GS25 collab. I think there's only 3 of these. It's been a while since I checked. I believe there's only 3 of these ones. For those that know me, this is one of my favorite object of all time. This is from With Mew, the only fan sign they've done for them, I think, ever. I think there's about 8 of these. But I was so happy the day I got that. I also really like this one too. This is from Assemble Era, Hello Live, as well as this one. Got her anniversary objects here. Here's the other GS25 object. That was the first one. And we got the acid eyes, and then her recent Asian game objects, which are pretty funny because she has a gun. Especially like this one, it's pretty memeable. But yeah, that's my Yuon collection. I do have quite a lot of just like random stuff for all the other members as well. Or actually, we'll go to Kim Lip because I actually have all of her objects as well. I got super lucky on the day the app released the ARTMS update, so I was able to get her low number as well for the welcome. I have her special classes. I have her Europe tour object I bought off someone, which is cool. And then I have all her double class objects, including the winner only FLNK objects, which there's about like 8 of those each. So yeah, pretty good. Kind of just go through the rest of my double classes, I guess. Let's see, we'll filter by double and kind of just scroll through it. I also have a lot of hidden and neon objects because I collect them as well as Shinui. Kind of just give a quick little scroll through. I have this Naki with Mew as well. This is probably one of my favorite hidden objects as well. Pretty much just buy Yuon's rare stuff, sometimes hiddens, and then buy all like the anniversaries and the special ones as they come out as well. But I kind of focus mostly on Yuon. I like this neon object a lot. It's one of my favorites. It's from the pre-order from Dear My Muse. And I also like this one a lot too, with the Stegosaurus on there. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought down below. If you like this type of video, I can do more updates, I guess, in the future. If you did, make sure to leave a like, join our Discord, the link's down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.